Big matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So South Carolina's offense will start this game off with the football. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
So his offense will go to work for the first time. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Caught over the middle, it's Rodriguez. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll pull it on the read. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Pressure's there and he lets it go. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got it in the middle, it's Gilmore. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Harbor. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. The Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Breaks into the open. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Overton. With the catch, it's Harbor. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Gamecocks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker, it's Harbor. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, South Carolina. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Rodriguez. Crosses the 30. Powers through. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Still running at the 40. There he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Tennessee left little doubt. You know, this version of the Volunteers can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program that went 13-0 en route to a national title back in 1998. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is because, as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Dropping back, it's Overton. Catch in the middle, it's Harbor. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man.
He lobs one high down the left side. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. So a little too much contact trying to defend the fade, and that'll move it closer after that pass interference penalty. The Gamecocks have this offense rolling. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy...
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Here's an incredible statistic early in this game. With that catch, he's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're only in the first quarter still. He has been getting open. He's been making catches. At some point, the defense may have to start triple covering this guy.
And the Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Wide out trying to get it in. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. How about this strong safety here, just trusting his gut and going and making a play on the quarterback?
And you can't coach that. A lot of times people see things or they don't. And understand, I can go get him right now. I can understand the situation. There
he goes. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for him.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Kentucky will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to pass it. Caught near the sticks. It's Overton. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking to pass. It's Jenkins. Unloads to the wideout. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, South Carolina. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they've put points on the board. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Looking for space. It's Jacobs. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Fires on the move. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Handoff from the gun. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The Gamecocks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Got it! Touchdown, Gamecocks! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
As quarterbacks, you want to find your best matchup in these critical 4th downs. He found it and took a shot, and it paid off. Huge touchdown.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Wilcox. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, running back on the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Wants to throw. It's Jenkins. Here comes the heat. Turns it loose. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Kentucky sends out the punting unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt and look for room. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here we go. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Jacobs. Turning it on. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Right on the money. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about single cover, double cover, triple covered. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for room. It's Wilcox. Four punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. Gets it to the back. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Oh, he makes the catch. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Looking downfield very late in the half. Quickly out to the tight end. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds a yard short at the 49. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first two quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Old Commonwealth Stadium and Kroger Field.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Gamecocks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he pumps it up inside the 20. Almost a disaster on that return, but they jump on it and they'll maintain possession.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Looking for a man. It's Jenkins. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Pulls it in. It's Gilmore. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Caught in the backfield, it's Godfrey. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now on 2nd and goal. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Kentucky. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I'll tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
Well, here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Overton. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive lanes.
This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And the Gamecocks are on the move. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out quickly. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. The Gamecocks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They're working that left side. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. If these guys wanted to make a statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. To the air, it's Jenkins. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Gilmore. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Right down the gut of the field. Running inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it is now a final in Conference USA and a game I think a lot of folks will want to hear about. Purdue managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around West Lafayette had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative.
Oh, he's got some space. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Here we go, here we go. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Jacobs. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to throw, it's Overton. It's complete to the right. Kangaroos his way.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the lead. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Hey, this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drummed. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the...
He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, South Carolina. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Complete to start this drive. Oh, what a move to get open. All by himself down the middle. The 20. The inside. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Kentucky.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build on.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Finds space on the right. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Might be changing the route. Back to pass. It's Overton. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Coming out with it, it's Patterson. He was bold to bring that thing out of the end zone, but he'll go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Going to try to get it himself. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Got room at the 35. A huge pickup, knocked out of bounds at the 30, but they are in business. From the 30-yard line on first down. Back to pass, it's Overton. Flips it out on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. The Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. Takes a handoff. It's Snow. Noses his way forward. Maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He leaves it with his back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Punts it out of the air. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. He wants a big play here late. Snags it inside the 20. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up up with a 1st and goal from the 10. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Rodriguez. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I got to find ways to manufacture some offense down here in this area. The field shrinks. It gets a little bit more difficult. So I got to take a few more chances, get the ball to some speed on the perimeter, try to make some big plays.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Splits the uprights. Good. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Finding open areas. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Overton. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to... He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
Ready? Break. Single, single.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And the pass will be incomplete, looking for a little window dressing at the end, but the ball game is over. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have, and man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different